Hey everybody, BAMWX.com meteorologist and Chief Communications Officer Brett Waltz here, giving you a tutorial video on Clarity, specifically for schools and school districts and universities across the United States. Super excited to show you the Clarity platform. In the first part of this tutorial video, I want to talk about what you should be looking at when you are planning days out, 24 plus hours out, and the tools on Clarity that you can use to help plan well ahead of time for whatever that you are looking ahead for. Let's go first to this New York location here, guys, and I want to direct you to the daily forecast right here. And what you're going to notice right off the bat is a quick little summary: temperatures, precipitation chances, wind speeds, and wind gusts. You're also going to notice this Forecast Insight active. You can click here for more information, and this is where you're going to get a more detailed discussion on the forecast, specifically 24 plus hours out. There may be some short-term information in here as well, but this is where you're really going to want to look if we're tracking a winter storm several days out, if we're tracking potential severe weather, to give you more details, more commentary directly from our meteorologists for potential weather coming several days out. If you want a more expanded view on the day-by-day forecast, you can click any particular day and you can see more information, more detailed information here. If you have grounds crews, maintenance crews working on fields, you may look at the evaporation rates, the ET rates. You may look at soil temperatures. You may look at spraying conditions down here, this bottom line. A lot of great tools for you to use and plan out in advance. And of course, total precipitation, snow, and ice as well. Another thing that you can do to look out ahead of time is look at our long range forecast. If you take a look here, guys, we have forecasts that go out several weeks to even several months to let you plan for the seasons ahead, and you can take a look at our long range video here as well. If you want to click a quick glimpse, of what the forecast looks like over the next 7 days, you can look at future rainfall, future snowfall. We take a look at the rainfall forecast over the next 7 days. You can click around any spot and see how much rain is expected in the forecast. Next, let's look at features that you'll want to look at when you're planning inside of 24 hours. If we go over here, let's go to this South Bend test in northern parts of Indiana. You're going to want to go to this hourly forecast. So this is where you're going to get hour by hour details of the next 24 hours. You can click on any particular hour for a more expanded view here, guys, and you can see information like the probability of precipitation, the cumulative precipitation, rainfall, temperatures, dew point, winds, and visibility. Visibility, very helpful for fog forecasting or if there could be hazardous driving conditions. You can also look over at this winter focus, and this is going to give you a great look here at several different things that you can help plan whether you need to cancel or delay school. You have your total snowfall accumulation from your minimum, you're most likely to your maximum, ice accumulation. Of course, you have your probability of precipitation up here, or probability of snow in this particular case. And then if you add on Pavecast to your account, you can see, okay, is the snow going to accumulate? Is it going to melt on contact? If it was melting, you'd see melting snow. If it is accumulating, you'd see snow, or you might see icy if there was freezing rain accumulation. Again, we also have the ag focus, so if you're looking at spraying conditions for maybe some of your fields maintenance work, you can look at whether the spray conditions are good here with this red spray icon. Red means no good, yellow would mean take caution, and green would mean good to go. A couple of other features that you can use is this Forecast Insight. This is again where our meteorologists are going to give more detailed commentary on the forecast over the next 24 hours for this specific location. I would highly recommend that if you see a Forecast Insight active, to take a look at what it's showing. This is where our meteorologists can put more value into the Clarity platform compared to what any data could possibly give you. Another thing that I would highly encourage you to look at is the video, and this can be used for both within 24 hours and outside of 24 hours, but this local video update is where you can hear directly from our meteorologists. They'll discuss the risks, they'll discuss impacts. Would highly recommend you taking a look at that. Another key part of really the entire platform is the chat. You can go in here and ask a question and say, hi, I have a question, and that'll go directly to our meteorologist. A couple of other features that I would encourage you to take a look at. You click here on the left, you can see all of our different radar features. You can take a look at future radar. You can take a look at the future radar over the next 24 hours here, and you can see what is expected to happen if you're a more visual person and you like to look at things from a visual perspective. That being said, would highly encourage you to use the chat, use those forecast insights. That's where our meteorologist value really come into play. But you have things like visibility, great for fog. If you're looking for fog potential delays, you can look at this future visibility. It can be very, very helpful. Same thing with our 24-hour rain, snow, and ice forecast. One more thing that I wanted to mention here real quick, if we go back to the hourly forecast and we go to this expanded view, once we get into the warm season where you see this feels like temperature, we'll also have a bar for wet bulb globe temperature. Very valuable if you're trying to plan how hot it is, how humid it is for outdoor events over the next 24 hours. Finally, I want to take a look at what you should be looking for ongoing weather situations. In this case, I wanted to start out with our lightning alerts, and you can customize these range rings. You can see here on the top right, there's been lightning detected 25.6 miles away. You can see that here on the range ring. You can customize your countdown timer. If we go into the app here, guys, something that I can show you real quick is the ability to edit your locations and your lightning alerts. So if we take a look at here, you can turn lightning on and off. You can enable or disable cloud-to-cloud lightning depending on what you need for your specific school system, district, or university. And if you look here, you can customize the lightning alert. So we could change this outer ring to 20 miles, and then this would actually turn green because the closest lightning strike right now is 26 miles away. We can also customize the inner ring. So if you want to get your more critical lightning alerts at 8 miles instead of 10 miles, you can adjust that here. And then most locations use 30 minutes in terms of the countdown. You can change it to whatever that you need specifically though, and click save there. Another thing that you can do is you can adjust your location super easily here in this edit location bar. And this will be for team leaders specifically, people that have, administrative control over the account. We go over here, we click on a different location, you can click save, and what you're going to notice is that the location and all of the data automatically updates. You can see now the range rings are green because there's no lightning in the area. A couple of other things that are really critical for inside of 24 hours. If we go over here, let's go to the South Bend test. This nowcast. This is going to give you information specifically on weather ongoing right now or over the next few hours. This could be snow incoming, this could be potential severe weather timing, potential impacts. Highly critical to take a look at this nowcast, one of the most important things on the app directly from our meteorologist. Guys, a couple of other things that you can adjust: the alerts. You go over to the alerts here, you can turn off and on warnings, advisories, watches, and statements depending on what exactly you're looking for. We can turn on winter weather statements and advisories and warnings, and you can see winter storm warning in effect for lake effect snow in this particular area. Finally, I want to show you how to customize some additional alerts on your account. If we go over here, we can go to your forecast alerts, and you can actually be alerted for when visibility in the forecast drops below a certain threshold, when rain is in the forecast, snow, freezing rain, or ice. You can also get customized alerts for things like a heat index threshold. If you get up to 105, maybe that's your threshold, you cancel practice. If your threshold for a delay is -10, you can put that in here, and you'll get an alert when the temperature reaches -10 for the wind chill. Same thing with wind speed and wind gust. Really, really nice to be able to use this ahead of time to plan for potential cancellation, delays, decisions. A couple of other things real quick. If you're an admin on your account, you can go to your account here. You can go over to your users. You can add or edit any potential users here, guys. You can adjust locations. All of the adjustments needed for your specific account can be found here in this account section.